How's it guys? This is Douglas from GS Bike Traders. Today we're bringing you the 1200 GS Adventure. The commonly asked question was, what's the difference between an Adventure and a standard GS? The standard GS doesn't come out with the big tank, the crash bars, the pannier rail bars, as well as this bike is slightly higher than the standard 1200 GS. You've also got wind deflectors and a taller screen on the Adventures. Right, you got also on the standard 1200 GS, you do not have spotlights on it. These are fitted with spotlights, and this one in particular has got electronic suspension control. Most models don't, on the standard ones, come with electronic suspension control. Right, this is a 2012 1200 GS Adventure. This is a full spec model. So this one has got electronic suspension. This one has got electronic heated grips. Also it has got LED tail lights, brake lights, and well as your indicators are all LED. Right, we're going to run through a bit of the extras on the bike so you guys can have a look and we can go from there. This tank size is a 33 litre tank. We have a 4 litre reserve. So it's quite nice and big and bulky, takes a lot of fuel so you can go extra distances on the bike. The motor in this bike is a 1200 GS motor. It is a very reliable motor. It's a double overhead cam. It's 81 kilowatts and 120 newton meters of torque. So it's got enough power to get you out where you are stuck. Right, let's go to the front of the bike and we can go from there. Right. Like I said, it's got a higher screen for better wind protection. The screen is adjustable. At the moment, it's on your higher spec setting. It has got a reinforced sport bar, so it makes it nice and sturdy. Here we have got the spotlights. These are the standard spotlights. The extra on here is that they've got flip around spots. So if you do tend to drop it in the dirt, they're not underneath where they originally are, so the spots won't break off. Right. You've got your heat exchanger, your oil cooler sitting in the front here, so it's nice and high up, gets a lot of wind flow for oil cooling. This being a non-liquid cooled model, meaning that there's no radiators or coolant in this bike. Right. The tires that are fitted currently on this bike are dual purpose tires on off-road. I would say this is a more 70-30, 70 road, 30 off-road. These 1200s are all fitted with tire pressure sensors, so you don't have to stop at the garage to check your tire pressures. You can rely on the computer system for that. It is also a telelever suspension, meaning that it doesn't have two shocks, it has one. It's got a single shock in the front with two oil dampers on the side. This is electronic, so there's no need for manual adjustment. These tires are also tubeless tires, meaning that the tire is sealed onto the rim. So it makes repairs or plugging a puncture much easier than the tube tires. It's fitted with dual disc brakes on the front and one on the rear for extra stopping power, because obviously this bike is a bit heavier than the standard bikes. It also has raised crash bars to protect your tank. It has wind deflectors over here to protect your chest from any wind from the front. The screen is also shaped for wind protection. You've got wind protection on your handlebars, which are your bark busters, or should I say hand protectors. These serve as protection as well as wind protection for off-road, so no stones and debris can hit your fingers. As you come down here, you can see that this bike is very nice and clean. Pipe is still nice and shiny. Has lower crash bars to protect the cylinders, so if you do put it down, it's not a problem. Right, this bike is fitted standard with serrated style foot pegs, which are wider than your standard 1200 GS. They're nice for off-road purposes, road purposes. When you're riding and you get a wet boot, sometimes your feet tends to slip off, so that just helps with the grip. This has got a standard exhaust system on it, 1200 GS exhaust system with the European standard emissions control. This is a fuel injection motor, so no carburetors and no funny business. We've got all power and direct power to your throttle. This bike comes with a set of pannier boxes. As you can see, we've taken it off for display purposes. This is fitted with a stainless steel adventure system, luggage rack system, so nice and supportive, nice and tight. Your luggage won't go anywhere. It's very safe and secure, and you can lock it up if you want to go grab a bite to eat on the road. It has got standard fitted, a top box, the same thing, also nice and secure. The difference between these these boxes on this model is your 1200 GS does have plastic type boxes, where the Adventure's got the reinforced stainless steel boxes. Over here we've got your passenger seat, nice grab rails for your passenger when they want to hold on tight. We have got an adjustable rider seat over here. This seat has two settings. You've got high and low. The seat can also be modified for our customers that are slightly shorter and don't feel comfortable on the standard seat. We can modify it and we can help you out with that. Right, we're going to go through to the front here of the bike. We're going to have a look. We've put on some nice hand protectors over here. These protect the grips from wear and tear, as well as gives you a bit of extra grip on the bars when you're doing a bit of off-road riding. Your Adventure spots have a switch, so these are switchable. You can turn them on and off. When you turn the key off, the spots will go off. You've got your info button over here. This bike is also fitted with traction control and ABS over here, so that you can turn on and off. We've got your brights and your light switch over here, as well as your ESA button over here. ESA stands for electronic suspension adjustment. So at a push of a button, you can change your suspension setup to your rider preference, as well as your hooter button and flickable indicators. Now, meaning you can just touch of a button and you've got your indicators, no more sliding across. This bike is fitted with handlebar raisers for a bit better control on off-road, so you can be more comfortable when you're standing up on the foot pegs and getting a bit loose on the bike. We're going to go through to this side of the control unit. Okay, so this is your kill switch. You obviously flick it left or right to kill the bike or to hamper it from starting. Your starter button, your heated grip switch, your first setting for low, second setting for high, and obviously back to zero for nothing. This is your cancellation button for your indicators, and that's your right indication. So if you hold both of the indicator buttons down together, you get your emergency flashes. You also turn your key off, your emergency flashes will stay on. You can cancel it by just pushing the button. We're going to have a walk around the bike so you can see how nice and neat it is, nice and clean. And go from there. As you can see as well, the rear brake has got an extended foot piece, so you can put it back to standard for normal riding or for adventure riding with boots. You put the extension on, nice and serrated, keeps your foot nice, same as your rider peg. Thanks for watching this video. If you have any questions or inquiries, please feel free to send an email to the link below or visit our Facebook page at GS Bike Traders. Thank you.